Hi everyone, another episode of Moments with Mel. I pray everyone's doing well. I am so excited, I'm extremely excited. I enjoy sharing some of my experiences and things that I've learned along my journey. I enjoy sharing these things with just anybody who wants to listen, basically. Today, I want to talk about the concept of protecting your environment. Protecting your environment. So your environment is made of two elements. The first one are the people that you hang around with, the people who you are comfortable with, the people who just make up your inside circle, the people who you regularly talk to, the people who you joke with, just your environment. And the second element that constitutes your environment are the places where you go. The places where you go. So the places that know your name, the places where you are familiar to them, the places where you regularly attend. Those two elements, the places and the people, make up your environment. So having control of your environment is extremely important because of the simple fact that attitudes are contagious. Attitudes are contagious. That's why it's important to control your environment. So that means that if you're working and your environment is full of positive people, is full of people who are productive, chances are you also will be productive. Or if you're working in an environment where people are negative, people don't get things done, and people are always criticizing things, chances are you will have some of those qualities also. Whether you like it or not, your environment will influence you, whether it's positively or negatively. So what's important is that you choose your environment wisely in order to develop whatever you want to see out of your goals. So if you want an atmosphere of positivity or of productivity or of creativity, all you have to do is surround yourself with people who will embrace your goals, embrace your vision, and embrace some of the things that you stand for. Because of the fact that your attitudes are contagious, it's important that you always keep in mind of your environment. Always keep in mind of who you're hanging around with. Because the wrong person that is introduced to your environment, that one person has the ability to change your life considerably. That one person. Let's say you're trying to achieve a goal of saving $5,000 in 6 months. Okay, and let's say you have a friend who all she wants to do is go to the mall, to Nordstrom, to Macy's, or all she wants to do is go to the club every weekend. That's not the type of environment that's going to allow you to be able to reach that goal that you have of 6 months. So my challenge to you, as there are many challenges out here in the social media world, my challenge to you today is to protect your environment. The people who you hang around with, the people you talk to on the phone every single day of your life. What do those people look like? What are their visions? What are your goals? Do they know your vision? Do they know your goals? And if you're not ready to kind of make some rearrangements and change that environment, then maybe you're not ready to reach that goal. So I challenge you to look into your environment. Who is it that's positively impacting you? Who is it that's allowing you to reach your goal, for you to see that vision, for you to reach whatever that it is that you want to reach? Who is it that's allowing that to happen? And who is it that's destroying that vision? Think deeply about that. Growing up, I had one of my best friends who were best friends all throughout middle school. He was my next door neighbor, great guy. I mean, we did everything together, my first real friend. And then what happened is around the time when we started going to high school, I went to a different high school, he went to a different high school. And because of that, our environment started to change. I started to hang around with certain people, and he started to hang around with certain people. And I didn't take that personally because I understood we were in different high schools, so we didn't see each other every day like we used to before in middle school. And then what happened? He started to hang around with a few guys. And I'll never forget. My mom was like, I don't want you hanging around with those guys. And there's a reason why parents say, parents warn you about people that are trouble. Like, so-and-so is trouble, I don't want you around him. And that's exactly what my mom told me. But, my circle had changed anyway, so, I wasn't hanging around with him as much as I used to. 6 months after he started hanging around with those guys, I'll never forget, December 24th, 2006, I opened the newspaper and I see my friend on the cover of the newspaper, first-degree murder, life sentence. Now, because he was under 17, they overturned the original sentence. They gave him 70 years in prison. 70 years in prison. His life is finished. Why? It started when he changed his circle of friends and started to hang around that one person. It didn't take 2 or 3 people. One person just changed his life drastically, and his life is ruined. Be careful of who you let into your environment. Be careful of the people you let into your environment. Think about it. God bless you.